Alright. Well, welcome back to another week of my declining sanity.
That's a mood. If that's not a yeah, that's the most DM thing I've ever heard.
I said it last week. I was thinking of what to say this week, and I was like, you know what? I think that's just gonna be the thing now.
That's the intro.
Welcome to another week of my declining sanity.
Hey, welcome to another week of me being tired as fuck and not knowing how to do voices.
Boy, ain't that a mood. Last time, Gira woke up in the forest alone, unsure of what had happened after blacking out. Voice there.
Oof.
I'm trying to remember he met a treant by the name of Cordia, who explained that Gita was afflicted by some form of poison and was, for 3 weeks, being sort of healed and rehabilitated while out of consciousness. Gita met 2 new companions by the name of Illumia and Glenhorn, one being a slow-talking Firbolg, and one being a not self-centered, but definitely more off on their own elf woman. They set off. They found the tower of Gita's old friend Yothid, the ancient green dragon who allowed him to interact with Meredith, who had recently retired. Gita was sort of given the lowdown, and right before we left off last session, you found the rotted and picked off corpse of Vakari, as well as a decently large Rex. Encountered some griffins, and Gita, upon being allowed to ride one of said griffins, found a massively large giant that was covered in a mixture of stone and fur, with a sort of skull-shaped face with some tusks. And it roared at him. So, where we begin, you, Gira, have just recently returned. The griffins sort of squawked a bit after the creature roared, then brought you back to the dome. And then it lands, and the one that you're riding on sort of lays down so you have an opportunity to get off.
Yeah.
Only an opportunity, though.
But a fleeting moment before it kidnaps you again.
I mean, Jess is here for being kidnapped again. Gita is not. Gita is very scared of heights and will pet the griffin before getting off.
Aww.
The griffin accepts it. So, you, Illumia, and Glenhorn you heard sort of the far off, it was very slight, but you could definitely tell that there was something loud that happened over towards Ascott. And then Gita returns. What do you two do?
Look at the photo I sent. That's exactly what's going through my head right now.
Fair enough.
Actually, I have glasses on. I should change that really quick.
Very, very fair.
I'm actually brain dead. Oh no.
Yeah, I think both of them were sleeping when, like, they went back to sleep. They went back in the tent and went back to sleep.
Yeah, the first thing I said was, well, I'm going back to sleep. So I went back to sleep.
So he went.
In the amount of time it took for Gira to be taken off and then come back, you've probably waken up by now.
Oh, it's like actual morning now?
Yeah.
Oh, snazzy.
Oh, yeah. That was a good night's sleep, right, Illumia? That was real pleasant.
She just reading.
What you reading there?
There's no need to worry about it. And she just closes the book.
No. All right. Hi, Gira. How'd your trip go?
Oh my god, this mic is killing me. Okay. It was a very large creature. We'll go with creature. It was covered in like rocks and moss and grass and stuff, and it roared, and it was a little scary. I'm gonna be real with you. Are we still planning on? Are we still planning on going to Ascott? Because I feel like we should turn back.
Well,
Or go a different way, or not. It's not there.
we were
giant, you
told
say?
that we had to bring you to Ascot, and we happen to be going towards an Alcerin anyways. So, why should we turn around outside of a giant monster thing?
She says that like it's not a good reason.
Your Lumia may not be.
You know what? He's probably just woken up after a long nap. I'm sure I could talk him up a bit. I know, giant. My people are giant.
My people are giant. What an observation.
You know what? Let's wait until nightfall, and I'll just float on up there and give him a talk in his ear.
A talking. Glenhorn is gonna give him a fucking talking to.
Maybe he's just looking for some friendship. Can't be that bad.
Illumia just kind of looks at Glenhorn. It's still pretty deadpanned, but she looks kind of confused.
Let me
In all her
pull something up real quick.
I already hear Ethan fucking dying. Alright.
I didn't think I was gonna need to pull this out already, but sometimes things just surprise you.
we are the surprising group. Like how I somehow pulled off a British accent first fucking try. What the hell?
Yeah.
What the fuck is today?
Anyway, before we go off and see this big feller, should I whip up some breakfast?
That would be a good idea.
Alright, give me a second. Let me get these ingredients out here.
Gonna grab a blade of grass, another blade of grass.
And my pot.
It's just all grass.
And my ladle.
It's just
It's just all grass.
Some wood. I'll whip up a breakfast for everybody.
Is it actual breakfast or?
I mean, what do we got? We got salted meats and water, and maybe a potato or two. Yeah, that's the extent of it. I'm using what we got. I didn't exactly get like cooking supplies.
That's fair.
Very fair
How-
indeed.
The horses doing?
Yeah, how are they doing now?
I mean, they still seem a bit uncomfortable. The griffins were kind of eyeballing them before they flew off, but, they're reasonably fine. They're grazing on some grass.
Okay.
Valid.
So, are you guys just taking the day to rest and not travel?
We're having breakfast.
Well, how far are we away from Ascott?
I think we're only a little bit away. 'Cause
You're not far at all.
One encounter happened.
You could get there easily. You could get there easily before the end of the morning.
Oh, would you look at that? He's already over there.
Yeah, you can kind of see along the horizon the lumbering figure.
Yeah, I think we should get in close as we can.
Okay.
Not into town, but like outside of town. And then, if we really want to talk to him, we can wait till nightfall, and I'll go up.
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry, could you repeat that?
Okay. We're eating breakfast.
Yeah.
And then we're going and taking the horses in the cart towards Ascot.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Alright.
We do that, I guess.
Yeah. Tell you what, Bakari, or not Bakari, damn, Glenhorn, roll me performance for making breakfast.
Hell yeah,
Alright.
try to reach that Kia level.
I'm real good at making
Flavor
food.
to be different.
Oh no, my dice broke.
Oh no.
Oh no, you're all gonna regret this.
Is it in that one?
No. What's my performance? Oh no, it's a 5.
Oh.
It's edible.
Does it
You
taste?
you can definitely eat it, or so you think. Your body doesn't think so, but you can probably digest it.
Just like Mama makes it.
Oh yeah, to you, Glenhorn, it tastes amazing.
She'll like respectfully take like a little bit, and then she'll be like, I'm quite stuffed.
Oh really? You sure you don't want seconds?
Oh, I'm quite sure actually.
Oh, alright, hand it over here. I'm not one for making waste.
She'll hand it back.
And I'll gobble it down after I finish mine.
I'll go prepare the horses.
Alright, be over
Beeline
there in
out.
a little while.
She'll beeline out.
Oh my lord. Gira eats what he is given, but and he does not make any faces. Like, he's very, just
Like a child.
like a child. He's like, yep, this is good, great. And he's like, thank you for the breakfast, friend Glenhorn.
Oh, you're welcome, Gira. Anytime. You want some more?
That tracks. Sure.
Alright, here you go. Let me fix you a plate. Or a bowl. I don't know, is this a stew?
It's whatever you want it to be. You're making it.
Yeah, it's a stew. Here, have a bowl.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Looks like there's another 2 more in there. I'll work on it right now. I'll go ahead and get a 3rd bowl to eat.
You eventually manage to eat the breakfast. Glenhorn, you enjoy a nice early morning meal.
Oh yeah, that hit the spot. And I'll just fall on his back and close his eyes and like spread out like a snow angel. And he's gonna stay like that with his eyes closed.
Glenhorn. Dear God. Gira, is there anything you can do to get him up? We must get moving.
How big is Glenhorn?
8 feet, 300 pounds.
No, Gira could not lift that. Okay, Giva's just gonna kind of like poke Glinehorn's like shoulder and be like, "Friend Glinehorn, can you take a nap in the car?"
Yeah. Oh yeah. Let me grab my things real quick. And he gets up and grabs his things. And he'll go over to the back of the cart. He'll throw his stuff in the back. He sits in the front. All right. Yeah.
The horses start moving.
Well, flick.
he's driving and sleeping?
The horses
Eh.
move.
Are they moving at a normal speed?
Close enough. A bit on the slow side, but you guys aren't exactly in a major rush. It's reasonable pace.
Going to try and take the reins without waking up Glinehorn.
Go for it.
Sure, roll sleight of hand to avoid waking him up.
Yeah. Good. The 12 plus 7. 19.
What's your passive?
19.
Joey? I assume it's lower than 19, but always good to make sure.
Could be high because I'm a cleric. Let me see.
Oh. You could
That's
probably
true.
see that bullshit coming.
Where do I see my map?
Unless you have over 20 in your wisdom, though, it shouldn't be higher than 18 unless you've got, like, expertise in it.
Also true.
Oh, I don't have proficiency in perception. That's why
It's
15.
probably
Okay.
insight.
Well, damn.
Yeah, that's 15.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you managed to get the reins without any issue. He is sleeping like a baby.
Cool.
I'm just having fun doodling things as time goes on.
His head's just like down in his chest, and like every once in a while you'll see like a drill just fall out.
A what?
A drill. Oh,
I definitely heard drill. Like, cool. And I'm like, a random drill falls out of. Okay, yeah, sure, why not?
why not? The artificer might understand what's going on there.
As you drive on your way to Ascott, it's for you at least, Gira, it's a seemingly welcome moment of silence. You've been very much on the move since you originally departed. And as you look around, you notice that there's patches of land. Probably something you figure Meredith is used to seeing by now. They're remnants of battlefields, patches of land that have machines of war, grasses growing upon them, maybe a tree coming out of a giant metallic structure.
It reminds me to finish Meredith's backstory.
Fair enough. You continue on for a couple of hours. You see a lone Ankylosaurus. It's sort of walking through in between some of the patches. There's like a banner that he's kind of trying to munch on.
Aw, Inky boy. Inky boy.
Another hour or so passes, nothing happens. And you come up to Ascott and you see the looming giant that's sort of walking around, almost in circles. The town is quiet, to be sure. There's no signs of any life there whatsoever outside of the giant that's looming over the city. A sort of cool breeze comes by and there's like some leaves that are being blown across the street as you start getting pretty much into the entrance of the city. What do you guys do?
Yeah, it's real quiet here.
The city looks like totally deserted from what we can see, right?
Not a soul to be seen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm assuming they evacuated.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah, and it doesn't seem like there was any signs of struggle or anything. It looks like life just stopped here.
Kind of that one.
You know, as they say in the forest, never pass up a good opportunity.
An opportunity for what?
No, for not sleeping outside. Plenty of empty places here. If you could take up some shelter.
You're suggesting
And
the homes.
No, there's an unlocked one we go in.
That's pretty fair.
Breaking and entering.
What's that?
Technically speaking, we would not be breaking, just entering.
Yeah, Gear's right.
Regardless, that's someone's home.
What about the tavern?
There is a couple taverns.
People are already meant to be in there.
Yes, but we need to pay for the rooms.
Not unless we sleep in the dining area.
Wasn't expecting that one.
You're not wrong.
He's not wrong.
Okay, so it's like 11 a.m. ish, right?
About that.
Okay.
10:30 to 11.
Okay. Snazzy. Is there a library in Ascott?
Probably.
Maybe.
You'd have to do some looking around. You're probably not used to Ascott, but...
Oh, yeah, definitely not.
You could probably find one. It's a decently large town, so you figure there's probably at least one.
Why were we going to Ascott again? I don't even remember.
Well, we were told
it was literally last session.
To retrace the steps of where your homies went, I think.
Yeah, you guys already found that out at the end of last session, so now you guys are just kind of wondering.
Okay, that's what I thought. I was just like, am I missing something? Probably.
Oh yeah, because we're in Ascot now.
You are in Ascot.
We are.
We got a good view of this big boy, right?
Yeah.
We got a good view of the big boy. What does the big boy look like?
He's, to put in a word, massive, both in height and in girth. To put it quite bluntly, his stomach appears to have a mixture of ruins as well as some recent-looking building supplies that are kind of scattered around it. Some of them are stuck into the ground, some of them are like peeling off, some of them fall off with his movements. There's a bit of a sort of loincloth there that appears to just be made of fur. There's large patches of burnt fur that covers sort of the chest area as well as the upper arms. The lower arms are mostly stone. They look like very buildings have been carved into a lifelike statue that is living. The head it looks like a skull, but honestly it's so far up, this creature's easily about 100, 200 feet tall.
Jesus.
So it's
like
kind of hard.
300 gleams.
Yeah, it's like 300 gleams. The mask could easily be bone, or it could easily just be a stone carving, just like his arms and the other sort of stone carved parts of the body. It's kind of hard to discern. However, you do see in the blank spaces where the eye sockets are, there are two small glowing dots that are sort of scanning the area as it moves.
Oh.
Nope.
Okay, my bad. I broke.
That you did?
There.
So,
How
however,
are
we
the
do see in the
horses?
blank space what?
There each blank space has a glowing dot that seems to be sort of like its de facto eyes surveying the area as it moves.
Okay.
Surprisingly quiet for its size. The only real sounds that you hear are from its footsteps. Other than that, it doesn't make any grunting noises or anything. It is
Just is.
just is. What was your question, Jess?
How are the horses doing?
They seem a little spooked by the giant fucking monstrosity that's not that
Shocking.
far away from it, but they're managing.
Okay.
It's definitely been a rough day or two for them. They've just been very stressed by everything you've run into thus far outside of the Ankylosaurus. So,
like traumatized. We're gonna have traumatized horses.
Yeah.
not
they're
quite,
gonna-
but they're definitely getting there. They're already starting to see shit.
Oh.
Oh god. Okay.
So what are you guys doing?
Question.
I'm going to the tavern.
I
Yeah,
suppose that would be
there's
the best idea.
several taverns around. Let me look through real quick. See which one you find.
So whichever one I'm opening the door to, as I'm opening them, I say, "Ah, man, I wonder if they have a menu in there. Be a little disappointing to be in here all day and not have any food besides ration."
That is fair.
You find one called the Last Crow Inn,
Love it.
Interesting.
Love it.
and it's got a sort of carving of a raven next to the name. You go in. You could tell this was probably one of the more popular taverns of the town just by looking at it. It wasn't necessarily big or elaborate or extravagant. However, despite it being empty, it seems to have this sort of eternal aura of just comfort and homeliness. There is some food that's laid out. A lot of it's pretty rotten, though.
Oh yeah, this is more like it.
What do you mean this is more like it? The food's
It's a
rotten.
homey place.
Food's rotten.
That's fine. We'll grow some grass outside.
Grow. Grow.
I'm very concerned.
No. Sorry. Okay.
So are there people in the tavern?
Yeah. Are there any bodies?
Are there any bodies?
Roll me a perception check.
Okay.
We have to look for these motherfuckers.
I go around, start to gather all the rotten food.
Oh dear God.
I'm just throwing it into like the back alley where I see
Yeah.
some plants growing.
You found
There you
some.
go, little guys. Have a good meal.
It's not like this area is paved in anyway, so yeah, there's definitely some grass growing.
Yeah, I know I can't understand you, but I sure hope this is gonna be real good for you.
So what'd you get on those perception checks?
Oh wait, were we both rolling?
Were you
Oh, were
both
we-
looking?
I guess
Yeah.
I will also roll.
Oh, I thought you were rolling.
That's a 15.
Both of you roll.
I got a 15.
Cool.
That's a 25 for Geeta.
There's no one.
That was one natural 20 of the night, guys. All my other rolls are going to be like below 10. I'm feeling it.
You look around and it is as if life itself has just vanished here. There's not a single thing to be found.
Does it look like whoever was in here left the tavern in a hurry?
Reasonable hurry, yeah.
Okay. But not like literally just run, hurry. Just like, okay, we have 5 minutes. Grab your go bags. Let's go.
Definitely more like hurry. That. It was enough of a hurry that they didn't wind up locking the tavern. But you can also probably guess that's because everyone was leaving. So there's probably wasn't much of a worry for that.
Yeah, that's fair.
Well then.
Glenhorn's gonna go around to like the back of the counter and like look around for a menu.
Glenhorn.
Alright, give me a second. I'll show you when I'm done.
Oh, goodness.
There isn't like a menu like how we would think of, but there is like a sort of notepad that has a list of the specials of the day, as well as some other more consistent items that they sell.
When was the I guess I'm not looking at it, but hey bud. When was the he's coming right into a cuddle. Okay, hi. He just flopped right onto me. I'm like, okay. Would there be like a date on that menu?
No.
Oh. You said it was dated though.
No, I said there's a notepad with the daily special, but
oh, okay.
No, they don't keep track of it like that. They're pretty day by day.
Fair enough. He just flopped right down. My God.
And by day, I mean you look to see if there's any other specials of the day. There's no other specials of the day.
They have the same special every day.
There's the one, but they're popular enough that you can assume people probably didn't care. It's probably just something people really liked, so they never got rid of it.
So yeah, what's it say on it?
Oh, you're actually trying to read it.
Yeah, exactly what I looked at.
Not fair enough. I'm like half awake right now. The special is it's a haggis. It's a haggis with some grilled potatoes on the side and a big old pint of ale.
All right. How much is the price?
About 2-3 silver.
He's gonna pay for a fucking thing that he can't even get.
I do that.
No, don't reach for that. I have to fucking babysit him.
Alright, I will ponder the menu items while everyone else does their thing.
Yeah. Outside of the special, there's like other various meats. Seems like it's a lot of pretty heavy, but also very homey, like soul food type stuff. Also quite large assortment of ales. So, Gira and Illumia, what are you two up to?
I'm wondering what the fuck Linhorn is doing.
Glenhorn's looking at a notepad with food on it.
Linhorn!
Yeah?
There's nobody here.
Yeah.
Then why are you looking at the menu?
Well, if I whip something up with what they got here, I'd have to pay, right?
I mean, if they already have it, it's already been paid for. You're the one
Yeah, I
doing the
threw everything in the street.
I suppose. What? Are you trying to pay for the food that you threw out?
No, I'm trying to see if there's something I want to eat. And when I go and make it, I'll pay for it.
I'm not sure if anyone's coming back to collect the payment.
Then why'd you kick up such a stink about going in someone's house?
Damn!
Because we didn't know if maybe people were just hiding in their house. Or
Oh, yeah, no, I discerned from the beginning that no one was here.
well, no. Some people could be hiding, but this tavern's only confirmed that it's empty.
No, if you say
Sure.
it's alright, it's alright.
Oh my god, this is the fucking
Oh my god.
all over again.
Gira, what are you up to?
Yeah, is there... Sweet Jesus. Is there like an office in this tavern?
There's like a back room.
Cool.
Kind of serves as the office, just / resting area. It's kind of like a general room for the workers.
Go back there and see if we can find any like paper or stuff like with things written on it. Just kind of figure out like what exactly, trying to piece together what happened exactly. He's got a fairly good idea of what's up, but like
In terms of documentation, there's nothing that really alludes to what's going on. Yeah, no.
Tasty.
At least nothing out of the official documents for the tavern.
Yeah. How are taxes? How is this business doing?
It is both doing well and entirely legitimate, if that is what you're getting at. It is, from what you can glean, a very respectable establishment.
He really just laid on my fucking mouse pad.
Cats do what cats do.
I'm in bed,
See,
dude. That's
Mr.
the
Williams,
one
your
part.
mother needs to play some Dungeons and Dragons.
I'll send a fucking photo of how he's just laying on this thing, because he does not give a single fuck. Oh, he's even curling up now. I need to fucking update it.
Well, good luck with that one, fam.
Oof. Okay. I think Giva's gonna just kind of like go and leave the tavern.
Okay.
Like, this place does not have any information. You guys can say, I'm going to go look around.
I'll join you on that.
Alright. You want me to whip you guys up some lunch?
If you're able to find fresh ingredients, yes.
Oh yeah. There's plenty here, I think.
Thanks.
Giva just gives Illumia like a little bit of like a little eyebrow raise.
I honestly don't know.
Just like after the breakfast that he made.
Like right after you say that, right after you tell me if there's fresh ingredients, Glenhorn like moves the curtain or opens whatever door that leads to the back of the kitchen. And then as he goes in, he forgets to duck down and he bonks his head on the top. Oh, my bad. He crouches down and goes in.
Fucking A.
Sure.
You go out and look around. Are you looking for anything in particular?
Kind of like looking and seeing if like Gira recognizes anything. Like if like anything he's just kind of like seeing gives him like a sudden like memory flash or something like that. Basically just kind of figuring out what the fuck's going on.
Lumia's looking for signs of life.
Yeah, that too.
Gita, roll me general intelligence to see if you can remember anything. Illumia, give me perception.
That's an 8.
Okay.
That was a dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
You don't specifically really remember anything of people suddenly leaving or if there's struggles or anything. However, this direction does feel familiar. You remember that you continued forward in the direction that you're currently going.
Okay. Snazzy. You're just gonna keep walking that way. Kind of like cautiously.
Sure thing. Would you mind giving me a perception check, Gita?
Sure, why not? That's not bad. It's not bad at all. That's an 18.
18. Alright, give me a second. Just want to pull out a thingamajig real quick.
Thingamajig.
Thingamajig.
Concern.
And he's back to the lap, and I gotta move the laptop now.
You're very welcome.
Is that a boot or a zipper?
That was a zipper. I needed to pull out a notepad that I use for initiatives in case something happens.
Oh, that's promising.
So,
What I'm doing is I need to take my spells out.
I don't know what this haggis is.
maybe or maybe not. You guys have a tendency of not going into combat with random encounters, so it could mean nothing. I just like to have it out just in case, and I forgot to get it out earlier.
Okay. Alright.
Uh-huh.
You're saying never say it could be nothing when it comes to that.
Yeah, honestly. You're a wreck.
You're not
It's
wrong.
okay.
You
Meanwhile,
see,
Glenhorn's in the back. I don't know what this haggis stuff is, but I see some meat and some taters and some onions. I can do something with that.
so Kita, you notice as you're walking through, Illumia seems pretty off-minded, not entirely paying attention, looking, but not really looking. So you take a look around and you see 4 creatures that are standing in the middle of the street. They are insectoid with not only pincers on their arms, kind of like a mantis, but they also have large mandibles. Their heads are crested with a sort of 3 sharpened points. They seem kind of distressed, to be honest.
Fascinating. Does
Yeah.
Gita recognize what type of creatures these are?
Roll nature.
Okay. Oh, wow. Jesus. Okay. Nature plus 4. 23.
You recognize them as ankegs.
Fascinating.
They're sort of skittering around the street. One of them's sort of like clicking its large mandibles together. It's kind of hard to tell if they're looking for something or if they're trying to get away from something. They're very sporadic. While you recognize the creature, their behavior right now isn't almost entirely new to you.
Fascinating. All right. Gita's just gonna kind of like alert Illumia to their presence.
Sure thing.
Oh, those.
Yes.
All right then.
They are acting very strange, even for them.
They are. Let's just keep an eye on them. Where are we going?
Not know. This feels familiar, and thus I am walking.
Well,
Yep, this looks right.
if it's familiar, then I'll follow you. It's been a while since I've been here.
As you're walking closer into the city, you felt it before, but periodically, every once so often, there's a large rumbling throughout the city, which you assume is the creature that's taking a step. I'm going to ask you all to make a dex save real quick.
Aight. Ooh, that's a nat 1 anyway. Doesn't matter what I rolled. It doesn't even matter what I roll because that's a 2.
Oh no!
Ah.
Lumia's fucking fallen and she can't get up.
About you, Gita.
Oh gosh, this mic. Okay, 17. 17 for Gita.
Yeah, Lumia, you're knocked to your butt. You lose balance and sort of fall over, almost comically.
Oh, great.
Gita, you managed to hold on actually pretty relatively well. Your low center of gravity sort of aids you in not getting yeeted.
Excellent. That was a very large creature taking a step, right?
Yep.
Okay.
The Ankegs also they managed to hold their ground. However, they start acting more sporadic for a few seconds before they kind of slow down a bit.
Ooh, that was a real shake. I hope the horses are all right.
William's on the move.
That reminds me, did you guys tie the horses?
I mean, I assumed we did.
I got there and I got up.
I'll assume you guys did.
Okay.
Gita definitely would have if no one else made a move to do that. Gita would have been just kind of set him up.
Yeah,
Probably
doesn't have
smart.
that kind of foresight. Ironically.
Probably smart in all fairness. Yeah. You continue moving forward, and after maybe another good 10-15 minutes, make a dex save. Both of you.
Okay. That one was not
That 20 plus 1 is a 21.
nice.
I love the dualities of this.
That's only a 15 for Gita.
You're both fine. Illumia, out of a somewhat determination to not embarrass yourself again from your self-pride, you sort of almost leap up anticipating it, so you avoid most of the shaking before it even happens.
You'll love to see it.
And Gira, you hold on just fine. And after the shaking, you look over and you see a house that you recognize. Now we're going to go to Glenhorn real quick.
What?
We're going to Glenhorn.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay, yes.
Alright, what do we got here? We got some eggs, we've got some sausages, some beans, some potatoes.
Are they fresh?
Are they fresh?
No. Outside of the dried meats, pretty much everything is rotting.
Do they got cheese?
They do have cheese.
Do they have flour?
Yes, they have flour.
Sometimes you never know. Sometimes this could be a gluten-free establishment.
So seeing how they have just more dried meats, cheese, and flour, I'm gonna start whipping up a dough to make a good loaf of bread.
Uh-huh.
How?
And I'm assuming I can feel the shaking from here, right?
Uh-huh.
All right. So as I'm done with the dough, and I cover it to let it settle or to rise rather.
You got some yeast?
Is there yeast?
Yes, there's yeast.
Listen, if we're getting this detailed, I'm gonna ask if there's yeast.
You know what? I wonder what's all this racket about. And he's gonna stroll out of the tavern in his apron and his chef's hat. And he's gonna look up at the big fella. What's he doing?
Real quick, make a perception check.
It's just right above Glenhorn.
Oh wow, you're real tall, aren't you? Oh shit! I lost my dice roll.
But buddy, what do you want? You're just rolling around and meowing. What does that mean?
Love and affection.
Yeah, basically. I'm standing up and he was like at the door and then he walked back and flopped over.
That's in an 11, I think. Yeah.
An 11, I think. Uh-oh.
Uh-huh. Let me roll for something real quick.
Oh, no.
Not concerning at all, Ethan. No concern.
Uh-huh.
No concern, even though you pulled your initiative tracker out.
Yeah.
Well, that was actually for the bugs.
Oh,
Yeah, I just wasn't sure how you guys were going to react. Because, yeah.
look at the bug.
Yeah. Observe the bug. Bug is scared. Just shrug and move on.
Yeah.
As you start finishing up your preparations to start cooking the meal, you notice that in between the large rumbling that you sort of become used to, you start feeling a bit of a smaller, more quicker rumble in the ground.
Oh. He's
in
running.
between the larger ones. You decide that you're going to go out and see what's going on. And that's when you hear it. Not at first, but after a few seconds you do. You can hear from the meat locker in the back. There's sort of a low rumbling sound. It's almost like a tiger growling.